Welcome back to Foxborough Rush. Training camp is back. Ooh, ooh. Okay, we're going to talk rookies here, but before we do that, it's only right that I take shots at a couple rookies who are doing absolutely nothing. Now, Jalen Polk was back at practice today, practicing with the team, not warming up on the side or doing whatever he was, playing with his thumbs. Before now, he is back out on the football field. Javon Baker, as far as I'm concerned, is still in the back of a milk carton. I don't know what's going on with him. He's at practice, but he's not doing anything. So I just want to say, before we talk about the rookies who are actually going to help this team, Annabelle, there are rookies from last season who did nothing to help this team. Drake May, we bow down. I mean, obviously, in Drake May we trust. But the rest of them, I mean, these receivers, I feel like they're wasted draft picks at this point. Hopefully they turn around, they help this team. But in an area that's so weak for the Patriots, those guys have given you nothing. We'll see what happens with Kyle Williams, though. I'm holding out hope there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think their production last year is helping Kyle Williams' hype, right now, especially. I think the stark contrast with that. At the same time, you look back at last season with the entire offense and the entire, just the record, 4 games.
Yes.
Like, we're not working with much there, right? But I think at the end of the day, like, yeah, it puts some players on the hot seat to be able to come out and perform.
Yeah.
And that's why this room is going to be very competitive.
You're so nice. We're not working with much. It's way nicer than what I would have said, but well done. We'll get to Kyle Williams in a minute, but let's start with Will Campbell. So obviously, if these rookies are going to make an impact and help this team, it starts with the big hog molly up front, because everyone told us leading up to the draft, well, his measurables, he's not, prototypical left tackle. His arms are too short. He's too this, he's too that. Well, guess what? He's going to be the left tackle. And I believe this kid's going to be okay. I don't know if his future is at left tackle. Some of me still thinks he's going to end up being a guard. But for this season, for sure, he's going to be the guy. He's going to be protecting Drake May. I think he's going to be just fine. We'll see. Here's Will Campbell.
It's been awesome, just getting up here, getting back in the swing of things. Just really looking forward to, what's to come.
Well, what did you do between the time that the OTAs ended to the time you came back? Like, was there something that you walked away from the OTAs and said, I gotta nail this down, I gotta work on this?
Yeah, I mean, I won't get into any specifics, but, we have exit meetings after OTAs, and, me and the coaches talked about some stuff, just, keep working on, and, just try to get better at everything. They're really, whenever you're a rookie, there's not a lot that, that you've seen. So you're trying to just get better in every way, shape, and form that you can, to help this football team.
When you said you were looking forward to what was coming ahead, does that include, like, the first padded practice on Monday?
I mean, it just means everything. I'm super blessed to, be here, be a part of this team. Just looking forward to, the first padded practice, the season. Like what's to come, basically what I meant, but, just excited.
Will, I know there's only so much you can do as a lineman with no pads, but what have you gotten to learn so far going up against Keon White? You guys have been battling since the spring.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Keon's, extremely talented guy, but and I'm just super fortunate to not, have a guy like Keon, but not only him, guys like B. Moore, Milt, Casey, Harold, a lot of those guys have played a lot more football than me. So anything that, that they can help me with, give me tips and things that they see that I'm doing that can help my game and, just help me get better in any way. That's what a rookie asks for. So I'm super fortunate to have that.
Well, is there one of those guys that maybe has given you more, like just whether it's Milton, somebody who just like constantly talking to you, telling you? They're
all great dudes. I mean, so it's all, if I go ask, they're going to tell me. And, vice versa. If they were to ask me something, I'm going to tell them, it's just kind of, the culture we're trying to create around here, just, guys helping each other out. And, they've been super good to me.
In that same vein, how much have you leaned on someone like Juan?
I've said it before in an interview. I think, whenever you're a rookie, you just hope to go into an organization with a veteran who you can lean on, who has, played so much ball, has so much knowledge, and can teach you so much. And me, Jared, Marcus, Jack, Makai, all us rookies are super fortunate to have a guy like Morgan, Big Mike, Garrett Bradbury, like guys that have played a lot more football, like I said, than we have. So anything that they can give us to help us take that next step is super awesome. But, Morgan, he's been really good to me. He's got so much, knowledge that, I hope, I'm just fortunate enough to play as long as he has, and and I just hope one day when I'm a veteran that I can have the impact on young guys like he's had on me.
Annabelle. I mean, this guy, the Southern drawl. We know the mean streak. When he's out there, he will pancake your butt into the ground, through the earth, okay? Then he's battle-tested. He comes to the league battle-tested against SEC defensive ends. You know he's going to stand up and be just fine in the NFL. I can't believe I'm saying this. I have never been more excited for an offensive lineman in my damn life than Will Campbell.
Well, good. There you go. And I think it's so funny listening to him talk at these press conferences and just about his teammates because he is so respectful and so humble that you're like, that's a guy that's gonna protect the quarterback the way he is. And I think it's awesome. I also just think it's great because it's like the intangible, right? Like this is our first day in pads, and we haven't really seen what we're gonna get out of him, but like, based off of everything else, it's exactly what you would have hoped for in this pick and exactly what you would have hoped for as someone that will probably be on the Patriots for a long time. Hopefully. Like he said, when I'm a veteran, I hope that I'm doing the same to the rookies and younger guys as well. So I think at right now, we got an A++ for Will Campbell and just how he presents himself.
It's his aura, right? I just want to sit on like a screened-in porch with Will Campbell, drink some really sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Yeah, some sweet tea. And just people watch and talk about life with Will Campbell. All right, let's see if Trayvon Henderson has the same type of aura. Because I said when they drafted this kid, I'm not a hater of Ramondre Stevenson. I'm not. However, this is a guy, always misses a handful of games. It's a running back. I'm not knocking him here. But he has a propensity to put the ball on the ground, little fumbleitis. And I'm looking at this kid, Trayvon Henderson. I'm like, look, I know he was a change of pace back at Ohio State, but he has home run hitting ability. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. I just wonder, we see this in this league all the time. These rookie running backs come in. It's not like these other positions. Wide receiver generally takes a minute. Quarterback, of course, right? But running backs, typically they can come in and make an impact right away. So here's Trayvon Henderson. We'll see if he ends up being the bell cow for the Patriots like I think, but here's a kid.
I'm trying to be the best player that I can be every practice, and trying to earn my role on this team. And so I'm just excited, with this staff, Coach McDaniels, see how he wants me to play a role on this offense, and so I'm looking forward to it.
You seem really comfortable out there. We've seen you several times line up outside the numbers. Is that just like a natural feel? Did you do a lot of that at Ohio State?
I feel like I always had the ability, but I didn't get too many opportunities to really excel at that position, flexing outside. And so I'm just thankful that they're giving me the opportunity to showcase that. And I'm just trying to continue to work at it and get better. I'm not a perfect player. I just strive to give it my best each and every practice.
David, how much has Ramondre Stevenson and Antonio Gibson helped you so far?
They've been a huge help. Those guys have been great. They welcomed me in with open arms, been teaching me the ropes, learning a lot from those guys. And so I'm thankful to be in the room with those guys, man. They've been really helpful so far.
Trayvon, what does it mean to you to sometimes take the field with Will and then Kyle and Jared all at the same time around Drake?
Yeah, I feel like we got a great group of guys on this team. This rookie class that's coming in. I feel like the Patriots just put together a great rookie class. And so I'm excited to continue to work with those guys.
Trayvon, we've seen you on kickoffs quite a bit. Just what's your comfort level with that? I know it's kind of like a different role than college.
Yeah.
How's that adjustment going?
It's going well. I know the rules are different. I'm still trying to work on that as well. Returning those kicks, fielding those kicks, and so we'll see how it goes. Got to continue to get better at that for sure.
Something like with your speed, I feel like that would be something that you could excel at. I feel that way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
How have you bonded with the rookie class, the group of guys that you've been working with?
Really well. We've definitely got some opportunities to get to connect and know each other on a deeper level. Hearing each other's stories and things like that, and so it's been good. I feel like we built a great bond with the rookie class. So yeah.
What excites you about the offense?
Shoot. I feel like on this offense, there's a lot of playmakers, as you all know. And so, but I think the biggest thing is, we just got to continue to work hard each and every practice and just get better each and every practice. But we do got a great offense, and I'm excited.
I mean, Annabelle, hearing that makes me think of just how much the running back position has changed over the years. Because gone are the, although he's still playing, gone are the Derrick Henry types where you want to give them the ball 30 times a game, right? And they just keep like jackhammering at a defense, right? This kid is more the modern running back in the NFL now with the versatility, lining up on the outside. He's talking about returning kicks. I mean, the versatility there with him is really one of the reasons why I loved when they drafted him. But I think this is a roster in need of a kid like that, where you can plug and play, and he can make plays all over the field.
And he's excited about it. Like,
Yes.
you can tell that he's genuinely excited about Josh McDaniels' game plan and his
Yeah.
playbook, because he's saying, I didn't get the opportunity to maybe be a pass catcher at Ohio State the way that I wanted to, and
That's
to
right.
use that skill that I had. And he knows he's going to be able to get in space and do well in those mismatches. So I think he's excited. Like, you can feel that with him. So I think he's pumped up.
What do you think of my hot take? Do you think as the season goes on, or hey, by the way, maybe camp, maybe preseason, if this kid shows enough flashes that, oh, maybe we have something here, he could be the starter by week 1. But I do think ultimately, although this will likely be running back by committee, so what difference does it make maybe who starts, who doesn't? I actually think he's going to end up being the starting running back and getting the majority of the carries. That's a hot take for me. To that, you say what?
Yeah, I think that'll depend on if he is able to make those home run hits.
Yes.
Right? But it will be a committee situation here. And you
Yeah.
want to use Ramondre. Like, you're getting beat up as a running back, too. Like, we want to be able to make sure both these guys stay healthy the entire year.
For sure.
So I think depending on how well it goes, yes, maybe that'll determine, okay, how often are we going to Trayvon?
Yeah.
But no, I think you got to use both guys.
Well, Ramondre has to clean up that fumbling too, because Vrabel does not strike me as a type that's going to put up with that. So you start putting that ball on the ground, you could find yourself out of this lineup quick, and Trayvon getting more carries by default because Vrabel said, I ain't going for that. We can't be fumbling this ball.
Well, Ramondre, even like day 1 of OTAs, I
Yeah.
think it was, he came out and said like ball security. He
Yes.
was talking about that. So you know it's front of the mind for him, and you know that this coaching staff probably knows that that's mental too. When you harp on an issue a lot,
sure.
for an athlete, it becomes like, okay, don't do this. When you
Yes.
think about not doing something, you're probably going to do it, right?
Absolutely.
And so I think, yes, like obviously that's like, hey, this cannot happen. We
Yeah.
need to have ball security. At the same time, because it's been like day 1, forefront of the mind, I don't think we're going to see it as big of a problem this season.
I mean, look, we could talk elephant in the room with that too. Every team in the league doesn't want to turn the ball over, but this offense cannot afford it. You're just not dynamic enough. You don't have enough dynamic playmakers on the outside for Drake May to throw to. He's still learning, especially a new system now with Josh McDaniels. The offensive line is sketchy at best. So it's like you can't afford to turn the ball over. So hopefully Ramondre can clean that up. All right, let's go to Kyle Williams here. Keep the rookie party going. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I was given the business by this kid's alma mater, all their fans, on draft night, because I said, whoop-de-doo, another undersized wide receiver for the Patriots. I wanted them to go out and draft a big body at that position. I thought they needed that. And there were a couple guys on the board who had that, right? But I never doubted Kyle Williams' ability to play. I know he's a baller. I know he can
This is
play.
the official apology.
Yeah,
is that
well,
what I'm getting? Do
you
we
know
need to,
what,
like, put a
Kyle Williams, you're right.
subtitle on the bottom?
You're right.
Sorry, from
You're
trash.
right. Washington State and all of you who gave me the business on draft night, Kyle Williams, himself, and your family. I apologize for all the things I
Can we
said
get a
about
tight
you.
shot on that one?
Yeah.
If anything, come on.
Clip that off and send it. Here's Kyle Williams on, hey, working with Stephon Diggs and learning from one of the best in the business.
It's been good, every day progressively getting better, so just continue to stack in day by day.
Kendrick Bourne's offseason video, there was a player, I think it was the out comeback, where he was kind of giving you some tips on how Josh McDaniels likes his route running. How has it been for you as a first-year player trying to adapt to this specific offensive system?
It's been good. I feel like this is a new offense for all of us, so just being able to get tips and tricks from each player's vet, especially to learn how to run different routes versus different looks, I feel like is really good for me and be able to establish and expand my route tree.
And how different is the post-snap process relative to what you've done in the past?
I feel like everything's growing. I feel like things are moving a little bit faster, but I'm gradually getting it, and it's helping me slow down my process of the game.
Has it been for you working with Stephon Diggs?
It's been a blessing. I mean, that's always been my favorite receiver, so just being right next to him is just a God gift.
And did that go back to Kyle? Who's your favorite? How far back?
Let's see. when he was coming out of Maryland. So when he was wearing that one, I remember it was a highlight video. It was like an Emmitt Smith or something like that. And I just kept watching it every day, and now look at us today.
Why was he your favorite?
I mean, he was just different, you know. He was crafty. I mean, it was like something about him that just stuck out to me, and then I just gravitated towards it.
Did you tell him that, make him feel old?
Nah, not yet. Once he retires, then I got it.
You saw you getting some time out there with the first team offense. What does that opportunity mean to you?
I mean, any reps for me, honestly, mean the world to me. So, I mean, I'm a rookie. I'm still learning. So just being able to get that chemistry down with either quarterback, I mean, it's a blessed thing.
There was one play earlier this week that we all highlighted, and I think that Drake May highlighted it too. It was a little comeback on the sideline, back shoulder throw on Christian Gonzalez.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just interesting to watch. Top tier corner, very good quarterback, and yourself already on that same page. How comfortable do you feel now, and how much of a leap will it be when pads come on? That's a long question.
No, you're good. I mean, it just stems from the offseason, you know, from OTAs, offseason to now, just getting that constant work in, understanding each other, him being able to trust me when those type of routes are being called. And then when it comes to pads, you know, we just try to carry everything over. We don't try to think it's pads, as everything just ramps up. We try to have that same energy from day one all the way to the end of training camp throughout the season.
What's the number one thing to establish when you're a guy coming in at that position where they have to rely on you knowing where to be?
Oh, for sure. I mean, without trust, I mean, where is there? It's like a relationship with your girl. You can't have a relationship with no trust. So yeah, trust is big.
How much conversation is there between plays with you and him? Like, you know, hey, I need you to do this, or I like that. Is there a lot of that?
I mean, it's numerous of them. I mean, we go through meetings, we have those talks, and whatever sticks out to him and he feels like he needs to comment on, or whatever I feel like I should comment on, then we just have those conversations.
I really like that guy. I'm glad I apologized to him. I'm glad I apologized to him and all the Williams. Look, I actually do like that Stephon Diggs was his favorite receiver coming up, but he didn't tell him that to not make him feel old. Smart move, Rook. That's a veteran move you did by not telling the old guy that he's old. Good move there.
Right, because do the math on that. He was talking about his days at Maryland.
I know.
So, like, then how old is Kyle Williams?
Right.
Like, young.
Crazy, right? So, look, I'll take whoever at this point at wide receiver. Honestly, can you just make a play? Can you help Drake May out, please, for the love of all things holy? If this kid can do it, I'm all for it. Are you expecting big things from Kyle Williams?
I am, and I love what he said about trust. And he said something funny about, like, it's like, you know, your relationship with your girl. Like, it's serious. And the thing, too, is it doesn't come immediately.
Right.
Right? Like, you can hit it off and be best friends and, like, totally respect each other. But trust comes with time and going through hard things together as well.
That's right.
So I think, you know, just seeing his maturity level in that. And this is also a guy who played a lot of college football. He played 5 seasons, I think UNLV before Washington State. So he's definitely mature, not only from, like, how he carries himself, but on a football IQ and understanding, like, relationally QB to wide receiver relationship.
Yeah, I want to give an honorable mention to Jared Wilson, too. We didn't forget you, dog. You've been doing your thing. You're showing your versatility. He's taking reps at guard and center. So it's nothing against you. It's me. I have reached my quota for talking offensive linemen for the rest of my life. Thanks. But, hey, Jared Wilson, we're rooting for you. You know that. Still to come here on Foxborough Rush, we'll go around the league, around the league. Other teams in the league are having training camp. We'll talk about them news and notes style next, right here on Foxborough Rush. Roll with us.